I love garlic. I will add it to almost every meal because I think it makes everything taste that much better. But what I don't love is having to prep it before every meal. Now, I also hate buying that jarred stuff from the store. You know what I'm talking about? That like pre-chopped minced garlic in a jar or jarlic. And I gaslit myself for years saying that that stuff tastes basically the same as fresh chopped garlic. But I have figured out what I think is one of the quickest and most time saving ways to prep garlic so that you can have it on hand at all times. But it does take a little bit of prep work, but then you have garlic that you can use for the next while. Usually for a bag of 5 bulbs that I get from the store, I can have a couple of months worth of garlic out of this. But that is just me. Obviously, if you're going to prep more garlic, then you are going to have it for a longer period of time. But anyways, what I do is I go ahead and get all of the garlic out of their little skins. Is that what you call them? Anyways, I go ahead and smash them with the flat part of my knife, and this just makes it a lot easier to get all of that sticky skin off. Also, sorry if it's not called skin, but I'm just gonna say skins, whatever, the garlic peel. And I also take off that little hard piece on the end of some of them that are super prominent. And this is definitely the most time consuming and most tedious part of this whole process. But this would probably take me about 15-20 minutes or so to do about 5 large bulbs of garlic, which really feels tedious in the moment, but when this lasts you at least for a month or two, it's really not that bad. Anyways, I then take my food processor. This is just a cheap one that I got because our Ninja food processor somehow got lost in the move, but this is my trick. I basically just food process the garlic. And of course, depending on your preference, you can go ahead and food process it for longer, or you can go ahead and food process it for not as long if you like larger, chunkier garlic. Personally, I like to have a pretty fine mince on the garlic, so I do it for a little while, as you can see here. And I'm just checking throughout it just to see how small the pieces are. And then once it is at your desired size, you're going to go ahead and put it all into plastic baggies. Then I can go ahead and freeze them flat in the freezer and break off little pieces whenever I want to add garlic to my meals.